going on, everyone? It's KingTuts Pro. Welcome back to another Final Cut Pro 10 tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a very simple kind of spinning or rotating transition effect, and literally no plugins are required. Highlight both of those, and then you would of course group them. So I'm going to name this group 1. We're going to go into the transform here because we already have it as a grouped clip, and we're going to go into scale and we're going to type in 50%. So once you're there, we're going to go into the effects. We're going to go into all video and audio, and you're going to type in Kaleido title. You're going to drag that onto your clip here. We're going to go into the effects. We're going to go into width, and we're going to click and drag this until you see those black edges. We're going to just click and drag this so it aligns just on those edges, just like that. And then the height, we're going to do the same thing. So height, we're going to go and adjust this so it matches the top and bottom of those clips until we don't see any of those black bars. Once you are happy with the result, skim through it, make sure you don't see any of those black edges. And then you're going to right click and create another grouped clip, and we're going to name this group 3, press enter. And now it's going to act as one single clip without any other effects. We're going to go into scale, and we're going to type in 205%. If I rotate this video now, you're going to notice that we have kind of like a mirrored image, which is what we want. And that way we can just hide those black edges. We're going to add a keyframe at the very beginning. So move the playhead at the beginning, go into transform and go into rotation. So add a keyframe. Once you've added your keyframe, we're going to go into rotation, and we're going to start this video kind of like this, okay, here towards the end almost. And I'm going to then type in for degrees, I'm going to type in 360 and press enter. And this will spin counterclockwise. So a positive number will be counterclockwise. So if I push play, it'll look just like that. Now, let's say you want it to spin the other way around. Hit these little arrows to go back to that exact spot for that keyframe. And then instead of it being 360, which is counterclockwise, we can type in negative 360, and this will be clockwise. So now we'll turn the other way. And now to create that kind of cool transition between these two clips, we can use another scene. Once we're here, we're going to move this to where it stops. So I want it to then create a transition between this one and this clip. So the top clip, what we're going to do is we're going to type in 50% for the scale and press enter. Hold option and drag upwards. Select the bottom clip, and we're going to make this bigger, just like that. Hold option and drag downwards again. Select the third bottom clip, and we're going to make that one bigger as well. And now all we're going to do is just do something like this. So now if I push play, it'll kind of come in and kind of go out. We're going to hold option and drag downwards again, just drag it inwards again. And then this one, we're going to just type in 100%. So now if I go back and I push play, it's going to rotate, and it's going to create a very nice transition here. If you want to create a blur to make it look a little bit more realistic, go into the effects. We're going to go into the blur. We're going to get rid of the search, and we're going to go into Radial Blur, and we're going to drag this above our grouped clip, and we're going to drag this right on her eye. Type in 9 for the amount. And this one, we're going to have to change the center, so we're going to have to keep track of this. What I want to do is adjust the amount of blur in the area. So in order to do that, we're going to create a mask. So we're going to go to this button here, and we're going to click Add Shape Mask. And what this will do is it will pretty much hide whatever inside of this circle. But what we want to do is do the opposite. So you're going to click back on the mask button there, and you click Invert Mask. So now it's the opposite. The outer red ring will control the featherness. So we're going to drag this out quite a bit. And then the inner red circle will control the actual size. And then the green will allow you to change the shape of the mask. I'm going to make it a bit smaller, and I'm going to change the featherness quite a bit like that. Maybe change it to 7. I think it's a little harsh for that one, but I think 7 looks good. Now that we have that, we're going to add a keyframe next to the amount, and we're going to go through. It's going to spin, and we're also going to add a keyframe next to center. Just move it back in place. Move this back here, and this one as well. So now when it transitions, it's in the same spot, because if it's, let's say your subject on the next clip is over here, it's not really going to make sense, and it's not going to transition very well. So that's the reason why you should just position the both subjects on that same area for both videos. So now it's going to transition like this. Now I want to kind of increase the size of this a bit. And now if I kind of play it through, move the position of this. And I also want it to feather out as well. From here, I'm going to add another keyframe. I'm going to go to where this begins and just type in 0, press enter. So now if I push play, it's going to create a very nice realistic blur, as you can see. So this is without any of the effects, and this is with it. And this also kind of hides those repeating edges as well. So now if I go back and I push play, It looks just like that. So if you guys found this video to be helpful at all for your next project, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss out on a video. Until then, peace out, take care, and enjoy your day.